How do you feel that I had sex 2 months ago?
Being honest, it kind of took sex off the table for me.
On Married at First Sight this week, we saw the couples navigating some murky waters on their honeymoons. I'm Stephanie, and let's get right into it with Clare and Cameron. They've been having communication issues in past episodes, but now they're hoping that they're going to bond while letting out their inner artists during a painting session.
I like Claire. Seeing her smiling and having fun around me makes me think that she's feeling more attracted to me.
That was completely against the rules.
The rules of marriage?
So I hope maybe the splattering of the paint has allowed her and me to come to a place where we can find a romantic connection between us.
But back to the old miscommunication trope, things still aren't 100% for these two.
The attraction that you all have with your partners was immediate, and that's fair to say, correct?
Yeah.
And that's where we differ. It hasn't been that experience for us.
I'm really attracted to Claire. I think she is very attractive. While we aren't the most intimate people yet, I'm very much looking forward to us, getting there.
You got to hand it to them. They're willing to try to make things work, and they opened up about how they're feeling to each other.
With the girls, I think, was also a very vulnerable position for me to be in, too, because it seemed like I was comparing with them and what they're doing and what we're not doing. And from their advice, it was just like, they had mentioned that they noticed that you were putting your arm around me, and I didn't even, acknowledge that. And I feel bad in that way because I feel like, wow, I haven't even focused on the amount that he is trying. And I'm sorry that I haven't been more aware of that.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. I think it's fair to say we are both trying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And while out on the open ocean, they both talked about how they're willing to ride the wave of love with each other. Okay, that was cheesy, but I had to.
I think I was kind of feeding off of just the energy that was between us, which was like...
Awkward.
Yeah.
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 If we continue to let that happen, it would be a very disastrous situation.
Yeah. But I feel like we've made a really big change. And, the tide was going out, and now the tide's coming in. That's what it feels like to me.
Emily is an all-in type of girl. She went from having no relationships to being married to Brennan. And now she's trying to take things a little bit slower with him in order to make things work.
I know you wanted to have sex on your honeymoon, and you were like, it's gonna be weird if we don't have sex on your honeymoon. Has that changed?
I would say for me, I'm trying to take it differently because it's my first relationship. So I've really enjoyed, not jumping in it and, us being on that same page and just really building a more stable, emotional connection. So it's been different. I feel like that's a good thing and change for me.
And later, Emily had a hair-raising situation. Literally, when her tresses got distressed in the ocean, and she ended up having to get them chopped off. Honestly, she's handling this a lot better than I would.
I'm a guy, so when my hair gets messed up, I just brush it.
He's just so confused by all of this. I'm bald.
And she and Brennan bonded over how they handled the hairy situation.
It's honestly, it did mean a lot. I know you probably don't get that because it's just hair, but in this setting specifically, it was very stressful, but it felt fine. I can go to bed with 2 birds' nests in my hair. It'll be fine.
Didn't bother me at all. I thought you looked great regardless. I just appreciate you. I obviously don't know what it's like, but I could tell it was upsetting you, and you still had a smile on your face and still made me smile the whole day, and it didn't affect the outcome of the day.
Yeah. I love that I make you smile.
You do. Whenever I see you.
In my darkest of times. Which means a lot.
Yeah.
It's a little thing that still, I think, shows, I know you're gonna be there for me, vice versa.
Becca and Austin continue to be the cutest. They met up, and Austin admitted that when he was hanging out with the other guys, he kind of downplayed their relationship and how great everything is with them because he didn't want to make them feel bad.
I can imagine that it's hard for other couples when they aren't instantly connected like we are. And I don't want to discourage them from thinking that their relationships are right and good just because they don't have what we have.
But by extinguishing your own candle, you don't light someone else's.
Wait, do you think I'm extinguishing my candle?
No, I'm saying like by downplaying what you have, you don't give something to somebody else.
It seems like he took what she said to heart because later on he was gushing about how much he likes her.
You made me feel incredibly safe, which isn't something that like I wanted going into this, but like once
that you have it.
Yeah, now that I have it, it's like it's so relieving. Like what a weight off my shoulders to know that like she has my back. It's incredible.
Lauren and Orion had a tense conversation last episode, and they're still navigating how to handle something like this.
There are a lot of things I don't move on. And as you discovered yesterday, one of them is who I am, where I come from, you know, and I hold, you know, a lot of pride in it, and I know you do too. I did, you know, take a walk. You know, I wasn't upset. My ducks were not in a row.
Yeah.
So with that, I wasn't able to formulate words where I felt like I would be respectful to you, you know, and so with that, you know, there's no need for me to say anything.
They ended up having a heart-to-heart and really talking things out, and they both agreed that they want to work through this together and learn from the situation.
I think it's good for us to learn how to navigate this so that when something else comes up, no matter what it is, we'll be like, just know how to do it better.
We got this.
Yeah.
Lauren says she wants to make sure going forward in their relationship that when they have disagreements or any kind of tough situations arise, that they really have each other to lean on and be there for each other.
I want to set that standard now that no matter what happens throughout the night, in the morning, we get those cuddles in, those kisses in, whatever it looks like for what mood we're in. And we just get to go about our day feeling like, all right, I'm cared by this person and this person feels cared by me.
You know, I love that. I absolutely love that because, you know, I've not had anybody like that. I have never had consistent reciprocation.
Later on, they had a conversation about the last time they had been intimate with anyone, and Orion seemed shocked at what Lauren had to say.
Like, when was the last time you had sex?
A little more than a year and a half.
Oh, wow.
That I was intimate with somebody.
Okay.
It's definitely something more than just a physical act for me.
Same. It's definitely been less time for me. So it's a couple months ago. 2 months, probably to the day, honestly.
You know, right now I am feeling a bit uncomfortable.
And he was really unhappy about what she had to say and said that intimacy is off the table for him now.
How do you feel that I had sex 2 months ago? It's not like a walking cornball, like.
Being honest, it kind of took sex off the table for me.
All right, what's next? Sex is done.